guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Deidre. In today's video, I want to discuss 6 signs to tell that he is really not into you. For a lot of women, this can be difficult to come to terms with, or it may be that he really is making it seem like he is when he has no intention of furthering the relationship. So stay tuned if you want to see the 6 signs to realize that he is not into you. Sign number 1 is that he does not show you any attention. So with these gentlemen, it basically boils down to showing you just enough attention to string you along, and that's it. And that should be a major indicator that he really has no intention of pursuing anything further with you. Sign number 2 is that he has minimal to no effort to contact you whatsoever. Now, he may respond to you if you text, he may pick up if you call, but he does not initiate conversations with you. He doesn't try to engage in a conversation with you. There really isn't anything beyond a response after you have initiated contact with him. Now, sign number 3 is that there's no interaction outside of the house. This is a major sign that he is not into you. Most times when you're in a relationship, or even when things are fresh or new, there should be some general interest to get you out of the house, do things with you, see how you interact with other people, see how your families work together, how you work with their family and they work with your family. There should be some interaction going on outside of the house. If there is no interaction going outside of the house, then maybe you should reassess the relationship for what it may really be. And what I mean by interaction outside the house is usually nothing more than a physical relationship outside of inside the house. That's generally what an inside the house relationship is, just a physical sexual relationship and nothing else. The 4th sign that he really may not be into you is that the relationship always ends in sex when at home. So even if he does stay at your house for maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours, it generally always ends in sex. And this kind of plays with no interaction outside of the house, because even though y'all are hanging out, you're only hanging out inside of the house. Generally and typically this is the woman's house, but it could be the man's house, depending on how the relationship is set up and things like that. But there's typically no interaction outside of the house, and it always ends in sex. Even if you may go out once in a blue moon, it always ends in sex. This is a good way to kind of gauge your relationship status as not being anything more than physical. The 5th reason is he may straight up tell you that he is not looking for anything serious. And this is one of the hardest types of relationships to break, because if a man has straight up told you that he is not looking for anything serious, and you continue to pursue him, and he pursues you back after telling you that, then he has probably gone into this relationship, or whatever we're calling it, with the assumption that you understand that he's not looking for anything serious. So if he wants to talk to other people, if he wants to break it off at any time, he is going to assume that you are going to be okay with that. You're going to understand that, look, we had this conversation in the beginning and I straight up told you I wasn't looking for anything serious. Why are you acting crazy now? So that's why this relationship can be very difficult to break, because there is some stipulations that were predetermined, that were stated beforehand, and a lot of women don't understand this, or they may go into it thinking, oh, well, he may not want anything serious now, but I can change his mind later on, and that generally is not the case. I will say there have been plenty of relationships and plenty of times when that has been the case. Neither party was looking for anything serious, and both happened to want a serious relationship with each other after a while of dating. So it could happen, but don't go into it with the mindset that you are definitely going to change his mind about not wanting anything serious, because you're going to end up hurt more than likely. That leads to point number 6. The 6th clue that he is not into you is that he has a girlfriend or he has a wife. Now, some women just do not understand that if this man has a girlfriend or has a wife, he is committed to that person. Now, I'm not saying that there's not no Tristan Thompsons out in the world that don't know how to keep it to just one woman. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that from a woman's perspective, if a man tells you that he has a girlfriend or a wife, that is your indicator right there to leave him alone. It doesn't matter if he tries to pursue you after he tells you that. It shouldn't matter to you at all. What should matter is that he has a wife or he has a girlfriend. Regardless of what their situation is, if he is claiming that he has a wife or has a girlfriend, you need to leave him alone. Because number one, you're pushing him to a spot that he shouldn't be in. And number two, you're disrespecting his wife. And in turn, you're disrespecting yourself. And a lot of people don't like to see it that way. They like to say, look, I'm not being a homewrecker. He came to me. Sure, he came to you. But that's when you have to step up. You have to be a bigger woman and say, look, you're in a relationship. You need to figure this out, and then we'll talk. But don't stick around until he does it. Don't say, okay, we can be friends until you do it, because that leaves anticipation for you and him where there shouldn't be any. He should spend his time focused on his girlfriend or focused on his wife. And if he's carrying on an affair while still being with his wife or girlfriend, if he's going to get a divorce, if he's leaving the relationship soon, whatever the case may be, he's never going to be able to devote 100% of his time to you like he should, because he's always going to have this girlfriend or always going to have this wife that he's leaving soon in the background. And that, again, is only going to hurt you. So those are 6 ways to really just sum up when he is not into you. So number one, if he does not show any interest at all, he may respond to your text, but he doesn't initiate any type of contact with you. He makes little effort to contact you at all, is number 2. Number 3, he has no interaction with you outside of the house. And number 4, the relationship always ends in sex. Number 5, he straight up tells you that he's not looking for anything serious at this time. And then number 6, he tells you that he has a girlfriend or a wife. Those are all signs that you probably, most definitely, need to leave him alone. Let him figure himself out. Let him grow up. Do what he needs to do, but leave him alone. All right, that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.